Your eggs have been incubating for a while and it's getting close to hatching time. Stop turning the eggs 3 days before the end of incubation date and place their eggs on their sides. If you're using a forced air incubator, transfer eggs into a hatcher now. For still air incubators, remove the turning device. The humidity and temperature settings of a hatcher differ from those of an incubator and provide optimal conditions for chicks to hatch, usually 97 or 98 degrees and 60 to 70% humidity. Check the manufacturer guidelines for details. The chicks will start to pip prior to hatching. Be patient during hatching. It is important that the temperature and humidity stay constant until the chicks complete the hatching process. If you open the unit to peak, you can cool the eggs or dry the air and damage the hatch. Do not try to help the chick out of the shell. If it is not ready or has not absorbed its yolk sac completely, you may damage the chick and cause it to die. All eggs may not hatch on the scheduled day of hatch. Be patient. If eggs have not hatched after 4 days, it is safe to assume the embryo is no longer viable. 6 to 12 hours after the chicks have all hatched, remove them from the incubator and transfer them to the brooding pen. If your incubator or hatcher is holding a high level of humidity, the chicks may not be totally dry. Keep the temperature of the brooding pen at 95 degrees the first week. Reduce the temperature 5 degrees each week until 70 degrees or ambient temperature is reached. The biggest mistake most small growers make is not lowering the heat in the brooder as the chicks grow. Make sure the brooding area is brought up to temperature at least 24 hours prior to the chicks arriving. The temperature should be measured at the height of the birds about a foot from the heat source. Feeders and waterers should not be placed under the heat source. Chicks do not like hot food or water. Do not heat the entire brooding facility to the recommended temperature. Chicks need to be able to move toward or away from the heat to remain comfortable. Because heat rises, it may feel comfortable at your height, but too cool at the bird's height. Thermometers and hygrometers are great tools, but chick behavior is the best indicator of how they are feeling. In these diagrams, the circle represents the heat source suspended above the chicks, and the dots are the chicks. Cold chicks huddle under heat sources. Overheated chicks move furthest away from heat sources. When a draft is present, chicks will huddle to the least drafty side of the pen. Chicks that are just right will be evenly dispersed throughout the brooding pen. We call this the Goldilocks principle. Also, listen to your flock. Chicks chirp louder when they are uncomfortable or unhappy. As a rule of thumb, keep birds in the brooder until they have fully feathered and no fluff or chick down is present. Once chicks are about 5 weeks old, you can transfer them to their adulthood pens.